Welcome back to the channel. My name is Robert Rutledge. I am a music producer and aspiring video game music composer. Today we're going to be talking about headphones. So I will be doing a side-by-side comparison of two headphones that I've recently bought in the past year. The Audio-Technica M50X STS and the Sennheiser HD560S. These are both great headphones. They're around the same price range, so kind of a budget tier. Not cheap, but not expensive either. And I think they both have their pros and cons, and I've ultimately decided to keep them both, and I do use them both day to day. So let's start with the Audio-Technicas. I bought these for $169. I bought them to replace my old Audio-Technica ATH-M50, which didn't have the microphone. And that pair lasted me around 10 years before finally biting the dust. So I decided to get this as a replacement with the added bonus of the microphone. The one thing that did kind of surprise me, I don't know if I just didn't do my research or I think I did do my research, but it wasn't what I was hoping for, was that it actually has two outputs. So the 1/4 inch and XLR, but this is actually an 1/8 inch since it's with the adapter. But anyways, I was kind of used to more of the like plug and go model. If you're gonna get this one, you do need to get an audio interface for the microphone because it runs on phantom power. You cannot just plug this straight into your computer and call it a day. I've been pretty pleased with the purchase, especially for Zoom calls and things like that, where I don't really like using the laptop microphone because I feel like I'm not heard very well. I've been really impressed with the sound quality. I was kind of doing a side-by-side listening comparison. I do feel the bass does get a bit muddy when you really start to crank it, but for everyday listening volumes, it's quite good. As far as I'm concerned, the microphone quality is pretty good as well. People usually tend to be able to understand me very well. That brings me to the biggest disadvantage, which is the comfort. These are not a very comfortable pair of headphones. You can kind of even see they just really squeeze against your head. So especially if you use glasses, it's really painful. The glasses start like rubbing against the side of your head and it is just not pleasant. I would not want to wear these for longer than an hour, which is kind of a shame because I remember with my old Audio-Technicas, I would travel with them and I had no problems, but these are just really, I don't know if it's because they're still new, but they really clamp against your head and it is not pleasant. Okay, so we got that out of the way. Let's move on to our next contestant, the Sennheiser HD560S. I've been really impressed with these. These were a little more expensive, but I think the sound quality and the comfort really make it worth it. You get a little more clarity, and obviously the comfort, it's a night and day difference, really. You kind of put these on and forget about them. I like how the speakers are further removed from your ears. I bought these specifically for mixing because they have a neutral frequency response. So I think they don't get quite as muddy when you turn them up. And these are a really great pair of headphones for everyday use, for listening to music. They're great for gaming. The biggest disadvantage, I would say, other than the fact it doesn't have the microphone, is the build. I don't feel these are as sturdy as the Audio-Technicas, and I think the Audio-Technicas are going to last me longer, especially because these are kind of my go-tos now. If I had to choose only one, I'd probably choose the Sennheisers, but for my day job, that microphone does come in handy. So yeah, that's all I have for today. Thank you very much for being here. Please consider subscribing, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.